Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
What up, what up, what up? This is the One Ass Cheek and 3 Toes. My fellas here, Mr. BA, Mr. Jay Weezy. Fellas, how you doing?
What up, dude? Doing good.
What up? What up?
Doing good.
Right. Yeah. All right, well, the Lions lost another one. Lost to the Rams. What's up, man? I don't know the final score. I really don't care. The Lions lost. That's all that matters.
34-27?
There you go. I knew it was closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tale of two halves. First half, they looked like they were going to possibly pull out the upset. And second half pretty much was non-existent. So let's talk about what happened.
Well, I mean, the first half was fine. There's really nothing to talk about the first half. They came out. I mean, they got the stop that they needed to get to stop against the Rams to start the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's going on with this run. Why you're running Jahmyr Gibbs right in the middle of the pack all the time and not making any kind of ways to run to the outside. And then you're going to throw 3 pass plays in a row. Come on, Dan.
Right.
And yes, penalties are killing us too.
Oh, well, we already knew that already. I've been screaming this all year. Pre-snap penalties are the death of us. Yeah. You want to know why our third down conversions are ass? Is because our pre-snap penalties. A lot of those are equated to long third and longs, and you're not going to convert third and longs in the NFL very often. That's why our third down is so bad.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. It's a lot of things, and I said this before. It's those injuries starting to catch up. It really is. The offense played well, with the exception of the third quarter. They got shut out. You got shut out second. You got outscored second and a half, like by 17 points second half. So that's partially due to the blame as well. But the defense is just too banged up. I mean, I don't know if people see that or not, but you're down 3 people in your secondary, and defensive line like while everybody is healthy up front. I really have to ask the question, do y'all think Aleem McNeil is just back 100% to what he was before last year, before the ACL injury? Because it doesn't seem like he is. I'm just being honest.
Well,
Aiden Hutchinson, while Aiden Hutchinson had a good play, he was in on a couple other plays. After that, he pretty much non-existent.
People need to understand that Aleem McNeil is not your, like, pass rusher like a Cam Jordan, or he's not like a guy that's going to get you like 8 or 9 sacks a year. That's not his game. I do think that he has been effective in certain areas, pushing the pocket. But the thing is that, he needs help. DJ Reader is not a pass rusher. DJ Reader is more of a run stopper. Tyleik Williams has been effective. Roy Lopez has been effective. So maybe they need to look at alternating some of those guys in with Reader.
What's up? How you doing, Fire Kiss?
I don't know. It's very hard to gauge with Lee McNeil. It's the secondary. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. You have 3 players that are out.
It was pretty much the whole defense. Because while I agree it was the secondary, I think the secondary played a bigger role into what happened. They rushed for over 150 yards on the Lions.
It's the worst rushing performance against the Lions in a while.
Blake Corum and Kyron Williams had 78, 71 yards. They averaged over 5.5 yards per carry. Blake Corum specifically averaged 6.5 yards per carry, a touchdown. Yeah. Kyron Williams averaged 5.5 with 2 touchdowns. That's
so I'm gonna give you my theory on that, and y'all
run stoppers we're supposed to have up on the middle, and that's why I'm asking the question, because
that's where they were running the ball.
Somebody asked me that question earlier today too. Do you think that Aleem McNeil isn't really as healthy and he's not true to form as he was before. And I'm asking you guys that same question because this wasn't last year. Even with Aleem McNeil going out, I still don't think other offenses were able to rush on us like we are being rushed.
Well, let me put this out there because I think this is a big problem that they had on Sunday, and Shep did not do anything about it. That 3 tight end personnel was a problem because you got to think about it. If the Lions run a base of 3 linebackers, McVay's running 3 tight ends. All 3 tight ends can catch the ball. So all those linebackers were having to cover those tight ends, which basically meant that your D-line had to stop, period, at the first stop because you didn't have linebacker help because the linebackers were in coverage the whole game. And McVay did that, and Shep had no way of answering that. Like you look at Parkinson, you look at Allen, you look at Ferguson. All those dudes had.
Nakua.
Well, Nakua is a receiver, but I'm saying.
I know. That just all of them shredded us in that passing game, even when they were in 3 tight end set.
Right. But they were in 3 tight end set the whole game, most of the time. Even and literally all our linebackers were literally all covered up because they had to cover. They had to protect those. They had to cover those tight ends. And so, therefore, you didn't have a lot of run support from help from the linebackers. Not to mention, you don't have BB, who's one of the guys who can play in the box, who's one of the guys who can mess up run plays a lot, And Hallett was terrible. I'm glad he's actually gone. He got picked up on the Titans practice squad. So, I mean, he's gone. So, I don't know. I mean, you can't win a lot of games when you have three-fourths of your secondary gone. And then DJ Reed played like shit. Like he had a 29 pass PFF grade. Like you can't. That's our number 1 cornerback. You can't play like that, dude. You can't, especially when we have all these bodies out. Meek was okay, but dude, Devontae Adams worked Meek. We know Meek is not a number 2 cornerback, and it showed. It showed because right off the line he just juked his ass a couple of times. Meek battles. I'll give him that. He battles, but he still gives up a shitload of yards. Yeah. So. Our secondary is a mess, and then off. But what surprised me is offensively more than anything. I expected our defense to suck because when you have that much secondary losses, it's going to be tough. And then I knew that 3 tight end personnel was going to be a problem with our linebackers too. The offense, like you put up 24 points in the first half, right? I think it was right. Mm-hmm. The turning point for me in that game was allowing that field goal at half. Like if you don't allow that field goal, you go in up 10 points. And like B said before, we stopped them on the first drive. They got the ball. That's huge. But you gave up those 3 points, and so they only were down by 7 going into the second half.
And they received
the ball. Yeah, and then offensively, I don't know what the fuck
stopped them.
Yeah. And then offensively, I mean, it's kind of funny. I don't know if y'all seen the stats, but since Dan's took over play calling, the Lions are tops in a lot of numbers. But you wouldn't know that on that second half game because I don't know what the play calling was. They didn't want to run the football. They kept taking shots downfield. They didn't do intermediate passing or nothing.
He got away from what he was doing in the first half. In the first half, he was playing he was calling a very good game. In the second half, I don't know what. I think what he was trying to do is he's trying to change the play calling up because he thinks that might have been an adjustment by the Rams. But good coaching is this. You don't change up anything until you absolutely have to change it up. If they change something during halftime and you're noticing it while you're running what you ran in the first half, that's when you make the change. You don't make the change automatically because you think they're going to make a change or an adjustment. You just keep playing until they stop it.
To speak to that, he had an interview today. I listened to his interview earlier this morning. It was around like 8 o'clock Eastern time. He had an interview. He went onto the radio, and they asked him what changed coming out of halftime. The Rams scored. Did you think that you had to score on every possession? He said in a game like that, he wanted to score every way possible, like possibly that he could. So he felt like he had to take more shots, passing, going tit for tat with the Rams. And I think the Lions can do it. I just think that it wasn't beneficial to us that game specifically because our secondary is so beat up that you're going up against a team like the Rams who are just as good, maybe better than you at passing, and they're going up against a bunch of second and third string people in the secondary, and that was something that was really critical for the Lions in that moment, that when they needed to pick up fourth downs, the Rams were 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 when it came to fourth downs.
They had one drive where they had 2 for 2 on fourth down.
They literally were going for it on fourth down, and they would pass the ball. They wouldn't run the ball. They'd pass the ball because they knew they can take advantage.
Yeah, they knew who was they knew who was covering them. They're not dumb.
So that was big.
And that doesn't surprise me either if he says that, because that makes sense of why he was taking a lot more shots and again not using the intermediate passing. He was definitely trying to, like with the J-Mo shot. Like I thought that was a good call. J-Mo, that's a tough catch. J-Mo's gonna hit the ground. It's a 50-50 if you're gonna catch that ball. But you could easily have checked it down and all that. That explains why Dan's maybe trying to be a little more aggressive, because he did have a lead and maybe he's trying to put the foot on the neck a little bit. I think for me it's very simple. Damn, do we miss Sam Laporta?
Hell yeah.
Okay, because Sam Laporta cleaned up a lot of areas. He helped in the run game. He helped in the intermediate passing. We don't have a tight end that they trust in the intermediate passing. Let's just be honest.
I disagree with that. We were losing games with Laporta anyway. So, I mean, that has nothing to do with the whole thing. You just got to find a tight end out there that's going to do their job.
But we don't have one.
And it's trying to say. They do have some. They do have two of them.
Who?
They have two. Zystra.
Okay. And how many catches does Zystra have in the game?
And Fish.
First girl didn't even have a catch.
That's not his fault. That's play calling.
Maybe they don't trust the tight ends they have.
If you are not calling plays to throw to tight ends, then that's your damn fault as a play caller. First of all. Second of all, the defense wasn't too bad. They were bad, but they weren't too bad because the Rams were only 2 for 9 on third downs.
What about fourth downs? Those were critical.
Well, we were 2 for 2 on fourth downs too, and they were 3 for 3. They just got one more fourth down than we did. But we were 5 for 14 on third downs.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
That's horrible. That's under 50%, obviously. But
yeah, and one of those drives,
they both punted.
They
both gave. I mean, the defense made them punt 3 times.
So I'll have to say,
was good.
I have to agree with Nate on do we miss Sam Laporta? Why? Because not only was Sam Laporta just a good catching tight end, but he was second best blocking tight end in the league as well. There was only one tight end that was better than him in the blocking category, and that was George Kittle. The second was Sam Laporta. So that takes away an extra blocker that the Lions have whenever they want.
He's also another target for Goff on a check down option.
I'm even speaking beyond that, though. That's another blocker that you're down when you want to run a jumbo package as well. There aren't many tight ends that can do the same job that Sam Laporta can. That's 2 third down. Well, that's 1 third down target away from Jared Goff. Sam Laporta, obviously, but
I think perception is something that you. I think perception is something that you have to understand. Last year, Sam Laporta had a down year because they weren't throwing to him either, and they were 15-2, and the offense was at the top of the league. It does. That's what I'm saying. The tight end situation does not.
Better in line too.
What? Regardless of the fact, that has nothing to do with it. They still weren't throwing to him. He still was open. I mean, the blocking Versher is a very good. Versher is a very good blocking tight end too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's why he's more of a blocking tight end than he is a pass player.
I'm not.
He's pretty good at doing that.
I'm more concerned about the receiving.
With Zylstra can catch the ball too, but you have to call plays to utilize your tight ends. If you're not, this is why you have a 5 and 14. This is why you're 5 and 14 on third downs, because instead of trying, again, Dan changing play calls up for no reason at all. Quit throwing. You don't need to keep. You're ahead at that point. Play for a head. And this is another reason why. Time of possession. We had it for 26-25. The Rams had it for 33-35. No. That's the reason why we lost too, because we were not keeping possession. Don't care if the run game's not working, that's fine. But throw across to the tight ends, short routes to Amon, whatever you have to do to eat up some time on the clock. And they weren't doing that in the second half.
The thing is,
I agree, and I think that they are starting to use Gibbs, and I think teams are starting to get hip to what they're doing with Gibbs.
No, they already have.
Because
like,
it's been a couple of games where he hasn't been really effective at all. One being the Rams and the Eagles, but beyond that, I really think this is a theory now. I can't say that this is fact. This is just a theory, but I really think that these Gibbs starting off the game is starting to get like those Scooble starts. That if you can shut down Jahmyr Gibbs, that the Lions are they're going to start scrambling, and they're going to be a little bit out of order. They're going to be out of whack, and a lot of teams are taking advantage of that. They just are, because the Lions ran it 2 times in a row, and then they passed it to Jahmyr Gibbs. That was like a wasted drive right there, where you could have opened up your offense a little bit more, distributed a little bit more, become less predictable. But no, you want to go to the same person 3 times in a row and turn the ball over? Just didn't make sense.
And here's the other issue too.
Play calling.
You know, in that first half, you know, Brown and Williams were doing good. They were getting good routes. They were getting open yards. Shula did something in the second half to shut kind of those guys down. Maybe he put safety help. I don't know. I didn't see the whole play, but who else is going to step up? That's the problem. Like, nobody else is stepping up if you take away those 2 guys. Like, that's why I say Laporta is huge, because when you have a healthy Laporta and you take away Brown and Williams, you still got Laporta. Mm-hmm. So you take Laporta out of this equation. I mean, who's going to step up? I mean, Leaf caught 1 ball, I think, in the.
Again, well, you still got to go. You still have to utilize everybody. Yeah, I mean, that's play calling again. Yeah. If you're trying to force the ball, if you're making Goff force the ball to St. Brown and Williams all the time, of course that's going to get shut down. Sometime, if you have a good enough defensive coordinator, you have to find other people. And Gibbs isn't running well. Monty was running really good. He had 4.6 yards per carry,
which is crazy because it's the same line.
This is the same thing that they should have done. They done this year than they done last year. Whatever running back is giving you the most production, go with them. Jahmyr Gibbs is not going to be Sunshine Boy every fucking time he gets the ball. Yeah. Give it to Monty. Monty was bulldozing through there. He was going through the middle of the line and bulldozing folks. So if you can get him to do that and let Jahmyr Gibbs be kind of like the decoy, or he can run out to the outside every now and then or catch a pass over the middle, that's fine. Sometimes you have to sit back. Some of your star players have to sit back and do other things. Like if Alon has to block, you know, he doesn't always get the production that he got in this game.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm tired of this. Sit one running back on the sidelines and let the other one watch and play. We're the only team that does that.
Yep.
Like, everybody else interchanges their running backs. You saw the Rams interchange Corum and Williams in drive. Why do we have to do that? Because either way, both are valuable, and you need a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs on the field every time, because he is just even as
I mean, if they're
did he get cut out?
They's having some bad stuff there. But I mean, they had 20 rushes between both of them. Gibbs had the most of them, but Gibbs didn't do the best with the most of his carries, because with that guy, and I don't care what you say, it's going to have to be said that Jahmyr Gibbs is not the power back. He can do it sometimes, but he can't do it like Monty does through the line. That's not his game. So he's got to run to the outside. If you keep trying to run Gibbs into that middle of that line all the time, which is not very solid in the first place, the offensive line, then you're not going to get good results. And I'm getting tired of him continually to do that all the time. Let me see if he can get through. He can get through. Stop looking. See, this is the reason why Dan has problems calling plays. He's playing the game like it's Madden. I'm just saying, because he's thinking his best players are going to be just going to go through the line. Like, you know, oh, he's our best player. He's going to go through the line. Be no problem. Even though you see this stuff in practice every day, and you know your offensive line, and you see it during game time, your offensive line ain't the strongest in the middle. Stop running that guy in the middle. Run Monty. Monty can handle the damage.
But see,
more
that's
than
that's the problem you're seeing is the creativity that Dan lacks right now. Let's be honest; he's only been a play caller for what, less than 10 games. If you count,
play caller a little longer than that.
Okay, fine, 15 games, whatever. It's not enough. Okay,
I wanna give him credit for the times we didn't have Ben Johnson too. And after he fired Anthony Lynn, he took over play calling until they promoted.
Yeah, but he's a very green play caller is what I'm trying to say. Like
right.
this is very new to him, and he's getting schooled by good teams, by good defensive coordinators.
Literally,
Fangio, Shula, Spagnuolo,
and you know what?
Flores.
I think, and this is a problem. This is a problem that could be seen. He has an ego problem, kind of like his little going for it on fourth down bullshit he does once in a while, where he thinks I'm going to go for every fourth down. I don't care where they're at on the field. Come on, dude. Be in the game. Be in the game. Know what you're playing. Know what the game that you're playing. Like we should have beat Philadelphia. I'm sorry, we should have beat them.
You want to know
too many bad mistakes.
This showed me one thing about this team, that while this team is good, they're just inconsistent. They're just a good team. They're not great. They're not elite. Right. They're just a good team.
Yeah, and they're riddled with injuries, so they're asking backups to play starter roles.
Hey, you want to know
they're
something?
Just not
That's
that good.
Part of the game. That's a part of the game. I can't even use the injuries.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jay. That is a part of the game, but you look at some of the best teams out there that are in the playoff run right now, and they're very healthy.
Some are.
Okay, but what I'm saying is a lot of these teams are healthy. The Lions just, for whatever reasons, get the shit in the stick every year on the injuries. Last year, our season got derailed because of injuries. This year,
some are. I would say that last year was a lot worse than this year. I'm pretty sure you all could agree with that because we had like 20 people on IR.
Well, I mean, by the numbers that was, but by the significance of the players, we didn't lose both safeties.
Hell no.
Shit. That's a significant big part of that secondary.
We lost three of our defensive linemen, Hutch, McNeil, and Onzarike. We lost Barnes. We lost freaking Carlton Davis toward the end of the year. We lost a lot of good people. We lost Rodrigo. Anybody heard from Rodrigo recently? Because I sure haven't. But it's been a lot of people that went down last year. Now, while Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch weren't injured, or Anceloni was injured for a couple of weeks, I mean, we literally was decimated on the defensive line. Davenport gone. I don't know if he's still playing or not. But
I mean, you could pull T.
Lions had a lot of injuries.
They're key positions on both sides for the last 2 years.
And I agree with that, Robbie. No team is healthy. I can't name any teams that's 100% healthy.
What I'm saying, I made this point the last time. I made this point the last time in the last game that we had. Now we're finding out the defensive line isn't all that great anyway.
Yep.
Hutch is the only guy, because if you lost that many players and you still were 15-2 and you were dependent on your back end to help out, Branch and Kirby are the guys that are making a difference in the defense.
Yeah, that's why one's an all-pro. The other one was playing at a high level.
And then Arnold was playing most of the year. Yeah, Carlton missed some time. Who gives a damn about Carlton? Carlton wasn't crap anyway.
I mean,
and DJ
you want to know something?
like
Carlton Davis played much better than
played. Yeah, Amik. Yeah, you're right. And Amik was playing off his top two last year. So I mean, with that said, that the secondary was pretty much stable. It was the defensive line that wasn't stable, but we were still winning games and we were still 5-2. Anything that came, we weren't dependent on our defense enough in the first place to win games. We were dependent on offense. That's why we lost that playoff game, because the offense failed, not because the defense failed. We knew what the defense was all about.
Yeah, the offense. Yeah, they didn't show up.
The offense failed, and if the offense would have been fine, no turnovers would have happened, and we, and the offensive and the defensive coordinator already had got jobs with other teams, which is another thing the NFL needs to change. That shit. Y'all got to do that after your playoff run. Don't go do that, because all that focus was gone from both sides. You could tell by the players too. Whatever the coach, those coordinators do, it's the same factor with the head coach. The head coach, motivates the team. Team will be in there. But the offensive and the defensive coordinators are the ones that work closer with the team. So they have to be, they feed off that. And if they're taking jobs and they're like, they don't give a crap no more, then that's how it's going to be portrayed to the rest of the team. And the rest of the team ain't going to play like crap. And that's exactly what happened in that game. I don't make excuses, but that's what it is. That's just being human. That's just being human. That's all that is.
Let me turn the page for a sec on that. So, early on, I think, we gave Shep his flowers that the defense was playing at a high level. And maybe it could have been some competition. Maybe it could have been just whatever it is. I mean, how do you feel about Shep going forward? Do you feel like he...
I still think he's fine.
I like him. I'm not even going to say that this Rams game was just like, oh my God, this is like.
But if you look at the numbers, they've been pretty bad on the defensive side. Yes, the secondary is a lot to blame because they've given up so many yards.
I would say I think I point that back to a lot of injuries, and I will also put that on like sometime where the offense puts the defense in position, field position wise. Like going for it on fourth down in your own territory or maybe at midfield, that gives the other team the chance to actually score, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. They're starting off in good field position.
Yeah, set in position.
I don't see a lot of times, if you go back and look at it, I don't think that the Lions just get outclassed in every category and the other team has most time of possession all the time and all that other stuff. The Lions defense,
that's what I'm saying.
Good parts.
Yeah, the Lions defense, for as much as that had happened to them in this last game, they weren't that terrible. It wasn't like they went out there. They stopped Stafford in that offense 3 times. They had forced them to punt 3 times. Mm-hmm. They didn't have the time of possession because the offense that was being play called by Dan Campbell in the second half failed because he was doing the other dumb shit, and that's what happens. And then you can't come back from a 3rd and 22. I don't expect Goff to be having a play and trying to find someone down the middle.
That was a penalty. That was a penalty where they got the holding call and then Goff
and they didn't do it. Yeah, and the first down, what did he do in the first down? Threw down the field to basically pretty much covered Jamison Williams dude. Short passes. You trying to get time of possession. You have the lead. You don't need to go down the field like you don't have the lead. You need short passes, some runs to the outside. Runs inside with Monty, and they, to a point, you're kind of right about that. They need it interchange based on how the game is going as far as the running backs are concerned. I just think they have such a set. They have a set thing that they do. And see, this is the problem too. I have with Dan. His ego got the best of him. He took the play calling away from Morton too damn early. I think Morton. Hey, we had a win streak when Morton was there. A win streak. We don't have a win streak with Dan Campbell.
I'll tell you this thing. The Lions, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me or not, but the Lions need to search for their identity again and understand who they are again, because they don't play like they were last year. Whether you have the same players or not, they don't have that same mentality. They don't have the same mentality of the toughness that they have, like kind of the bend but don't break type thing. It seems like they're just trying to prove themselves to be what they wanted to be or what they were a couple years ago. But find your identity, man.
The identity is in the O-line. The O-line's banged up.
If they're an old offensive line team, I do not believe that they would have sat here and neglected them the way that they did.
Jay, they didn't neglect them. They have injuries. It happens.
Neglected them. You want to know why I say they neglected them, Nate? Because right now, with everything that's happening with the Frank Ragnow situation, with the Taylor Decker situation, with Graham, everything that has happened now, there have been multiple times chances that they could have upgraded even more, but they did not. Why did they say
did? They drafted 3 players.
Look, drafting is not for the now. Drafting is for the future, for the now. I'm talking about for the now, meaning you let a guy in Kevin Zeitler walk away. 2, you also had a chance to go out and trade for some people. I don't want to hear, though, there weren't anybody you could have traded for because there were.
Well, you still haven't given me any names. I've been asking for names. Give me some names that you wanted to trade for.
There could have been multiple trades that you went out and you could have made, but you didn't. Why? Because I remember Brad Holmes, both and Dan Campbell getting on the radio saying, we're good. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have a list of people out there that
because they drafted the players they believe in. That's what the Lions do.
That's the offense. That's the Detroit Lions front office job to go out there.
Listen, man. You have got to get this. You have got to get this to your head.
But
the Lions will not draft free agents big time. They are draft and development. Do you know what that means?
That's why we're in the position that we're in now, because you want to be about the future.
Hey, we still got a winning record. I'm not saying the world's falling like some people are. We still got a winning record. We still got stuff ahead of us.
I know you're not, but what I'm saying to you is that from going from 12-5 to 15-2 to now we're being at 8-6 now, that is going to be that's a fall off right there.
Well, yeah, but you saw that happening with all the changes we had in the offseason.
I'm talking about
coordinators.
Up to you or fighting for a playoff spot now. A lot of people expected the Lions to come in and be at least between 2 and 5 when it comes to playoff seeding.
Jay, did you expect the Bears to be the number 1 in the division?
Did I expect the Bears to be the number 1 in the division?
Yes.
I said that the Bears could have made an impact. Remember, I said that and you said, no, we got to see how Ben Johnson
Okay,
do.
fine.
Said,
okay, the Packers.
Right.
Okay, so we expected the division to be very tough, and it is. Because the Packers are good, the Bears are good, the Vikings have shown some life. At some point, they were going to catch up with us. We weren't running away with it like some other teams were for years. It was going to catch up because you had young quarterbacks.
Know why, though? Because I remember
because they got young quarterbacks.
When Ben Johnson first got to the Chicago Bears, what was the first thing he did? Tell me what was the first thing he did.
Yeah, but their line was ass. Our line was not ass.
You said what?
Their line was ass. They had to go out and make changes. And you know what? They're going to handcuff themselves because all that money they paid on that line and all those trades, those guys are going to cost them in the future to where the Lions have young players on rookie contracts.
They're winning now. They're not worried about next year or the year after. They're worried about winning now. Hence the reason why they're going out kicking teams' asses, right?
Okay, and if they don't do shit in the playoffs, they're no different.
Hold on. They picked up 3 offensive linemen. Dahlman. They got dude from they got the guy from Kansas City. You got the guy from Atlanta. They got Jonah Jackson. Yeah. They went out there and got 3 different offensive linemen.
All trades.
And I'll tell you something. What was the biggest swing I've ever seen from any quarterback getting sacked the most? 65 times. To how many times have Caleb Williams been sacked this season?
Isn't it like in the 20s?
You understand what I'm saying? So that's 45
Caleb can escape the
last year. That's 45 less times than what they were last year. Like I said, the Lions could have definitely made moves to get people in the offseason. I think that they were banking on a little bit more happening than, what really happened. Like Frank Ragnow retiring. I refuse to believe, and I will go to my grave with this, that he just up and retired one day and said, I don't want to be here anymore. And knowing that he trained and he kept it a secret for weeks, that's how he had that grade 3 hamstring injury. I'm pretty sure he's been in contact with the team for a very long time, and it's been on his mind to retire. And they knew, they just thought that they were open.
And they made plans after they found out. Remember, he retired after the draft.
I still look.
So they didn't know he was going to be.
Rookie. I don't think a rookie center would have been the answer. I think Graham Glasgow would have been better than a rookie center. That's my opinion. But what I'm telling you is. I mean, not. Well, hold on.
Because the Eagles draft all their fucking O-line guys. They didn't go out and try them in a trade.
Listen, I don't care about the Eagles.
You bring them up all the time, so I'm giving you facts.
I'm talking about the Detroit Lions, who are currently sitting at 8-6 right now. Talking about the Lions. The Lions had multiple chances. Listen, understand me very well. The Lions had multiple times to make their offensive line better, and that's one of our biggest spots that we are very weak in right now. I can't sit here and tell you that rookies are going to be the end-all, be-all into making a Super Bowl push, because it doesn't happen that way. I can't name a franchise, including the Eagles, including the Chiefs, where that happens. It just don't happen.
Well, the Eagles drafted all their O-line guys, and they won the Super Bowl. So
no, they didn't draft all of them. Mekhi Becton.
Okay, Becton, but Jurgens, Lane Johnson.
They got him from – and those guys are hurt now too, though.
But what I'm saying is that they built their line through the draft, no different than what we're doing. We knew this was going to be a problem. You kept saying it at the beginning of the season, B. the line is going to dictate what's going to happen with the Lions.
Absolutely.
And sure enough, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
we can't have a crystal ball and predict that they're going to get injured.
Yeah, but I mean that Frank Ragnow, like I said, just because we found out at a later time than what the Lions did, that don't mean that Frank Ragnow wasn't in communication with them like they portray it to be that way. I refuse to believe that. Kevin Zeitler, I'm pretty sure we all would rather have Kevin Zeitler than what we have right now at guard. I'm pretty sure we all would.
I mean, I think we still have problems because we still have problems at center. We still have problems at one of the guards. But yes, he would have maybe helped out at one position.
No, signing Ziegler would have been fuck Ragnow at this point, okay? Because he was the one that decided he wanted to retire, okay? Fine. Mm-hmm. They still had Ziegler out there to sign. Yes, Ziegler, I know he wanted to go home to Tennessee and see his family, blah, 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 but that's what they make planes, trains, and automobiles for, okay? So you can go visit him. Pay him a good-ass contract, have him stay on here for a year, and then help so you can help the young bucks. That's where the Lions dropped the ball. I don't care about Frank Ragnow. That was going to probably indefinitely happen anyway.
That's fair.
Glasgow and either because Frazier was on the injured reserve, so he couldn't play, during the regular season. Training class. But Mahogany and what's his face could have been switching spots. Whoever's going to play that position a little bit better would be fine. And maybe they could even had Glasgow interswitch with Tate so Tate could have more center time because Ziegler would have been that rock on that side because he is a very good guard. I don't care what nobody says. That dude's a hell of a guard.
Absolutely. He's the
best offensive line on the Titans right now. The Titans suck offensively. So that tells you a lot.
What about Drew Dahlman, man? I mean, that man is 26 years old. That could have been a long time starter for us.
I'm just saying, based on how the Lions front office works, I think that Ziegler would have been fine. Just signing Ziegler in itself would have been the whole thing for that offensive line.
You got a Tate on the other side and Graham. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know how much better our line would have been with Ziegler, so I don't know. Whatever.
But anyway.
All right, moving on.
It is what it is. Just got to get better next time. That's all.
Yeah.
We're here.
All right.
Not there. We're here.
Right.
What's up, Liz?
All
right. Go ahead, B. Give us the power rankings.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good old power rankings.
Okay, B, give us the records.
All right. So, two of us finished at 10-6, and come on, Jay Weezy. Two of us finished at 10-6. That was me and Jay, and then behind and Nate, you did good again. You were 9-7 this week. So
what was our record?
Good. We were both 10-6, Jay, me and you.
Hey.
And Liz was 8-8. So
you'll get there, Liz. You still got a couple weeks.
Yeah, no.
So the number one is Jay at 133-72. I'm at 131-74. Liz is at 122-83, and Nate is caught up just by game, 121-84.
Oof.
So, there you go.
All right, let's get started. All right, Rams and Seahawks. Rams are 1.5-point favorites on the road. B.
Give me the Seahawks.
Yep. Seahawks.
Give me Seahawks.
Jay, you Seahawks?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, I'll take Seahawks too.
Fuck the Rams.
All right, Eagles and Commanders. Eagles are 6.5-point favorites on the road. B.
The Eagles and Commanders. Eagles.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Liz?
Eagles. Jay Daniels is done for the season.
Yeah, Eagles. All right, Packers at Bears. Packers are 1.5-point favorites on the road. B.
That's going to be a weird one here. I mean, we need the Packers to win. But, actually, it doesn't even make a difference because
we're not going to win the division.
if Green Bay loses a lot of their games, the Lions could catch up to them. If the Chicago loses all their games, we can catch up to them. Right now, I don't know how confident Green Bay is anymore, and they're playing in Chicago, right?
Attaboy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be Chicago winning.
Attaboy. I'm going with Chicago.
Liz.
Ooh.
You like the Packers? Just take the Packers. I'm taking the Bears.
I'll take the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears.
Liz. Follow your heart, Liz. Do your thing.
What you got, Nate?
I'm taking the Bears.
Okay.
Okay. Bengals versus Dolphins. Bengals are 2.5-point favorites on the road. B.
Miami.
It's another game that's hard to gauge because of the fact that Joe Burrow's playing piss poor.
Mm-hmm.
Playing so bad.
You know who to take.
Yeah. And the Dolphins just lost to freaking Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So I don't have no confidence in their team either. I'm going to go with the home team because I can't decide either way.
Okay.
Mhm.
Liz.
I'm gonna go with Miami.
Jay.
Give me the Bengals, man. They about to bench Tua. Dolphins about to bench Tua.
Yeah, give me the Bengals. All right. Bills versus Browns. Bills are 10-point favorite on the road. B.
Bills versus Browns, really? We're gonna take in the Bills on that one.
All right, Liz.
Bills.
Jay.
Sign me up for the Bills, B.
Yeah, Bills. All right. Bucks and Panthers. Bucks are 3-point favorites on the road. B.
I hate these games. The Bucks are at home, right?
No.
Yeah.
Panthers.
Carolina.
Oh, the Panthers are at
That's
home.
right.
In Carolina.
You know what? I am. God, I hate these divisional games, especially the NFC South, because they all suck. They do. They all.
This is for the division too.
Yeah, I know, but damn. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna go with the Panthers at home. Fuck it.
Liz.
I'm gonna go Tampa.
Jay.
I gotta go with the Panthers, man.
Yeah, I'm going Panthers. All right. Chargers versus Cowboys. Cowboys are 1.5-point favorites at home.
Cowboys.
I'm going Chargers.
Okay.
Same.
Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers.
You going Cowboys?
All right.
Chiefs and Titans. Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites.
Chiefs at Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's not gonna pat.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Nope.
They're
Interesting.
still favored by 3.
It's a nice little bait trap right there.
That's all it is.
I'm gonna still go Chiefs. Titans are terrible. I don't know how they beat the Browns, but I think the Browns beat themselves. Anyway, yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go Titans.
All right, Liz,
Okay.
look at that.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs. All right. Jets versus Saints. Saints are 4.5-point favorites at home. B.
This is one of those games. This is called the broken windshield game. I would have to say the Saints are at home too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know who to pick.
As much as I want to pick for AG, I can't. I gotta go with the Saints.
Yeah, man, gotta go with the Saints.
Interesting.
Liz.
Give me who that nation. Saints.
Saints.
Yes.
All right. Vikings versus Giants. Giants are 3-point favorites on the road.
Another two teams that they're Jekyll and Hyde on every time. Vikings are on the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I don't trust the Vikings.
Okay.
I don't trust the Vikings. They get beat. They get their ass kicked one game, and then the next game they beat somebody else's ass. I don't understand that team.
Liz.
And they played and they won that shutout at home. They lost the shutout away.
Okay. Freak. I'll go Giants. It's at home.
Jay.
Take it.
Give me the Vikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings.
Give me the Queens.
All right. Falcons versus Cardinals. Falcons are 2.5-point favorites on the road.
Ooh, God, what do they got? All the crappy games of the week out here?
Literally.
Jesus Christ.
It's already week 16.
There's only a handful of good
more,
teams.
yeah.
That is a rat.
Yeah, now there is.
A lot of these teams have already been eliminated.
I'm gonna go Falcons. I hate
Falcons.
Falcons now. They piss me off.
Liz.
Falcons.
I'm gonna go Falcons.
I'm gonna go Cardinals. All right. Jaguars versus Broncos. Broncos are 3-point favorites at home.
Oh, I'm definitely going with the Broncos.
Okay.
Jags
Liz?
ain't winning that game.
Broncos.
Yeah. Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos. All right. Patriots versus Ravens. Ravens are 3-point favorites at home. B.
I think I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Okay.
Oh,
Liz?
hurt my heart, B.
Ravens.
Go with the Patriots.
I don't
What you got,
know.
Nick?
Fuck it. Ravens.
Ravens.
All right.
All right. Colts, 49ers versus Colts. 49ers are 6-point favorites at on the road. B.
I ain't picking the Colts.
49ers.
Niners.
I'm going Colts.
40 Winers.
Going with old man Rivers, huh?
Oh man,
Yep.
Rivers.
Monday Night Football. All right. The Texans versus Raiders. Texans are 14.5-point favorites at home.
Texans.
Houston.
Texans. Yeah.
Houston. Horns up.
All right. And then Steelers and Lions. Lions are 7-point favorites at home.
Give me the Lions.
Oh, it's in the 3-1-3. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Last home game of the year.
Yep.
Last home game of the season, actually.
You got the Lions, Jay? Right?
Huh. Oh, yeah.
Who you got, Liz?
You got to go with the Lions. They ain't that bad, Liz. They ain't that
She don't
bad.
got to do that. She can go whatever she wants.
Like, Liz, do me one favor.
I'm
Believe
gonna
in
go
us.
Steelers.
Go for it.
Oh, my heart.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been a pain in the ass against us, so
That's
not
not
really
Aaron
that
Rodgers
big.
of yesterday.
Well, he might be better this time because he doesn't have his daddy out there right now.
Hey, he still got a
Oh, my
bum
gosh.
wrist. Remember that. He still
Exactly.
got a bum wrist.
Oh, it looked pretty good last night. All right.
All right.
All right. That wraps up the
Hey,
picks.
Liz.
Hasta luego,
Liz.
boys.
Let's move on.
Hey, Liz.
All right.
Can she hear me? No, she can't hear me.
No, she'll go back.
She gone now.
I wanted to.
All right.
Y'all didn't wish her happy belated.
Where is?
Oh,
We gotta wait 5 minutes because I told him to be out here at 7:55.
okay. That's fine.
So we'll
All
just,
right, well, let's
we'll just
talk-
go up into it.
Yeah, let's talk about Steelers and Lions. Basically, the game that's going to be Steelers trying to get the division, and the Lions are fighting to get in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a question. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm over here skipping for some odd reason, but it's all good.
Yeah, you are delayed on our side too. Just to let you know.
All right, let's talk
can hear
about
you,
what
though.
has. Let's talk about what has to be done to get a victory against the Steelers. Start with you, B.
Score more points than the Steelers.
Smart ass.
Hey, yes.
This is going to be an offensive game right here, man. Steelers are trash. I didn't see anything that jumped off the screen to me yesterday. Steelers are. I'm
Yeah, he's
sorry,
so bad.
Robbie.
I mean, he's
I'm sorry, Robbie, but I do not think that the Steelers are a really good team. The Lions really just have to play an offensive game, and they got to fire on all cylinders, though.
because they don't have T.J. Watt.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get pressure on fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Anyone?
They don't have Darius Slay because they traded him or they let him go.
Anyone impressed with DK Metcalf this year? Because I'm not.
He's had his moments.
Well, he'll be a problem against our secondary because we have no
yeah,
secondary.
Meek. Yeah, if Meek's on.
I can only name you
Reed.
one. You know what? I lie. I'm sorry. I can only name you two people in that Miami Dolphins secondary, and that's Minkah Fitzpatrick and Ifeatu Melifonwu. And Minkah Fitzpatrick is the only one that's like a star. Other than that, I cannot name you one person on that Miami Dolphins.
Oh, they got Rasul
Douglas.
Rasul Douglas, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'll say
Hey, he
this.
won Player of the Week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. He made an interception too, and they have Asante Samuel. Or no, that's the Steelers. I'll tell you this: like if you watch that Rams game, Reed and Meek struggled with big receivers, and DK Metcalf is that kind of receiver. You know, like he can definitely spread the field.
Sorry,
Rodgers taking more shots downfield. That's why I say it's paramount that you have to sack Rodgers, because if you don't pressure Rodgers, he can still sling it. And you know he wants to beat up on the Lions, man. He hates.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just being honest, and I'm saying this with all due respect to the Steelers. They're not a good team. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're not a good team.
I'm sure Robbie will come in and defend that.
I
I will tell you this, that if you watch that game against the Dolphins, yes, it was against the Dolphins defense, but let's be honest, our defense is not that good either. At least right now, in certain areas, at least the secondary is.
That's a fair assessment.
okay, that's fair, Robbie. Okay, I'll take it back. They're not trash. They're just inconsistent.
They use three tight ends too: Washington, Jonnu Smith, and Freiermuth. So expect the Lions to have to their linebackers have to have amnesia from the last game and find a way to cover these dudes, because Darnell Washington is a problem. That dude is a big ass motherfucker. And
Freiermuth, I thought he got hurt. Didn't he get hurt?
No, I thought he was still playing. Maybe he might have got hurt at the end. I don't know. But Freiermuth can beat you on the defensive side. Jonnu Smith, you saw how they used Jonnu Smith in the backfield, and he got that touchdown. Like, they're going to be creative against us. So Shep and his linebackers better be ready, because this is going to be another game where they're going to use those tight ends in different areas. That's my biggest concern.
No, Robbie, you didn't even want to have Rodgers on your team. Shut up.
Right. And he was just talking a couple weeks ago about fire everybody.
Right.
Every Lions fan hates Aaron Rodgers. No matter what uniform he's in.
Packers fans hate Rodgers. Chicago fans hate Rodgers. Bears hate Rodgers.
Minnesota fans love him.
Yeah, Minnesota hasn't had nothing.
I will say this: a big advantage for the Lions in this matchup is our run game versus their run defense. The run defense can be shredded. A-Chain, I don't know what A-Chain's yards were the last game, but he got a lot of good runs. They used him in the backfield. A-Chain's a very similar guy like to Gibbs. So if our run game's on point, it's going to be a long day for the Steelers, especially without Watt.
Yeah, I think defensively they're not as strong as the Rams. So even if they use 3 tight ends, that's not going to – all they got to do is bring a safety down and just play – they really have to play more man. But they bring a safety down and cover at least have a blitzing linebacker at the same time. Like they can have a safety cover.
Hopefully Harper's back, because Harper's the only safety that I trust outside of Maddox for the Lions. And Hallett went to the Titans, so he's gone now.
What's his face didn't even play that game, did the guy that just
Mills should. They said Mills should play this week.
Not Mills, the other guy. What the hell is his name? They got him before Mills.
Oh, Casey.
Yeah, Casey.
Casey could be up for.
Casey could play because he knows he knows Pittsburgh.
Mills and Casey, yeah, definitely. So, but I'm just hoping.
There he is.
What's up, Robbie?
The man, the myth, the legend.
I'm just hoping Harper's
Mad Yinzer.
Harper is the one safety I do trust.
Supporter of the trash Steelers.
Jag off number 4.
Funny because before we signed Rodgers, I used to never hear you talk trash on before.
We don't like Aaron Rodgers, man. Come on, bro.
All right, let's
like the best for the record, if Eddie Stewart signed with any NFC North team, I wouldn't give it 2 flying fucks.
Welcome to the show, Robbie. It's always good to see you.
What's up? How you doing, guys?
Good. How you feeling about this matchup with us?
Probably better than you were feeling at the beginning of the season, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it? I don't know. I never really have any feeling towards the game until it starts.
Okay.
Well, I mean, when you saw
the viewers, Robbie, defend your team.
When I saw this
at the beginning,
you know what? But I say, let's say before the season, I really had no any anticipation towards this game.
Yeah, you weren't even on the Steelers bandwagon, really, Robbie. You were kind of on the fence for
bandwagon
the whole off season. Well,
anyway,
you weren't on their fan base, feeling very confident for this team.
No, I'm allowed to be hypocritical on my team.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just saying you weren't fully confident coming into the season for your team. So obviously you're 8-6. Hell, you have a chance to win the division. You got to feel pretty good about yourself.
That was before we signed Aaron Rodgers. I was not confident in Mason Rudolph. Can you blame me?
He's a J of the Steelers fan base.
We knew Mason Rudolph wasn't going to be good. We told you that. But you weren't even that good. But you weren't even that. You weren't even that excited about Rodgers either. Like B said.
Yeah,
I was not happy about Aaron Rodgers, but he's best option we had in the offseason.
What I was asking Robbie though is how do you feel of your confidence level of Pittsburgh pulling off a win now, as in before when you saw the season schedule, and seeing what the teams are like now?
It depends what Steelers team shows up, because the Steelers been inconsistent all year. You don't know if the defense is going to show up or not every week. It's like they could be very bad one week, good the next week.
The Lions are the same way. I mean, yeah, we haven't lost back-to-back games, but we haven't won back-to-back games.
The Lions defense is lacking, but the offense is still fucking doing good.
In the league, yeah. Top
Yinzer, you just got the top. Yinzer third in total offense.
Yeah.
It's the Lions defense that, it's the offense I'm more worried about than the defense. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Right now, the Lions defense is 22nd in the league. The pass defense is 24th, and the rush defense is not that bad actually. I think it's 13th last time I checked. But but the offense is Offense is what you got to worry about when you play Detroit. It all starts with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
He is the anchor of that offense. You got to stop him. You got to stop Amon St. Brown. Plus, they got another weapon in JMO. I said they're down a man at the tight end position, but Fisker, I'm not going to overlook him either. He's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And the thing about Detroit, Yins will have more wins than it was for Dan Campbell.
Yeah, I think
Like,
we were talking about before you came on that the big matchup for the Lions against y'all is our run game versus y'all's run defense. Like that's where the Lions have to really have a lot of success is running the ball down y'all's throats. Because if we can do that, that's going to open up the pass and play action for us to throw the ball downfield to to throw to Williams or to throw to Amara or Leaf or Tesla.
what worries me about the Steelers defense is I'm not really worried about the run defense because we're pretty good. We stopped A-Chain last night. I think he's like one of the best running backs in the AFC. So
Yeah, but statistically, y'all's run defense is not that good for the season. I mean, what's y'all's run
I don't
defense?
care about it. Well, that's based on all year, man. The last few games,
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but the past
that's the
games, if
matchup
you
for
watch
us.
the Steelers games, we shut down Jonathan Taylor when we played the Colts. And he was leading rusher.
Shut down Don Shaler. I'll give you that.
It's like I said, you never know you don't know
Another
what
thing
Steelers
too,
defense
both of those
can
times.
throw up.
Another thing is both those times you shut down good running backs. You're at home. This is away.
Mm-hmm.
You have problems away. I think that's the inconsistency.
That's the splits.
The
That's
Steelers
the
have.
splits he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we
also
shut
too.
Derrick Henry down last week. We shut Derrick Henry down in Baltimore.
Also another thing too, Robbie is
We did too.
Yeah. Also
in
too,
Baltimore.
Bobby.
Oh yeah.
Also,
yeah, but
too,
Baltimore is like our second home.
Mm-hmm. Also too, Robbie, when Gibbs has a bad game, he usually comes up the next game and kicks ass.
He does.
Every week is different. Every week is different.
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like it's like that up down.
If that was the case, Steelers should just forfeit and just give y'all the win. You know, the game has to be played.
Yeah.
What she's saying, go Steelers. She picked them.
So okay, Robbie.
I'm shocked she picked. Is that Liz? I'm shocked she picked the Steelers.
Yeah, me too. Robbie, we were talking about DK Metcalf. Give us your thoughts on DK Metcalf for the season so far.
Not quite earning his money right now. Like right now, for the money he's making, he should have more than 800 yards receiving.
I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost Jay.
But then again, that could be like scheme wise of him not like. Well, we don't have a number 2 wide receiver. That was really hurting us in the beginning of the year. Now that they added MVS and Thielen, which is a little bit better, but not too much.
He caught a touchdown.
Well, Thielen should be fine. I thought Thielen was a very good addition, to tell you the truth, because you really didn't have a true number 2, and Thielen could be your true number 2. You don't really have a true number 2. Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's going to open the offense up a lot more because people have to respect Thielen.
We had a true number 2, but we traded him to Dallas.
Well, I'm talking about what you have now.
That was a bad move.
Well, that's your organization. I understand that happens because our organization's been doing it for decades. So, cry me a river, Robbie.
Talk about your tight ends, Robbie. Talk about your tight ends.
I wasn't glad about not having a number 2.
No. I'm just saying. I've heard it all before from different teams. Oh, we didn't.
I find it funny that before the season, everybody was picking the Steelers to only get 5 wins. You know, so we're at 8. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Like Dan Orlovsky, you can shut the fuck up now.
I think I did pick you guys to win the division, if I'm not so mistaken. I got to go back.
I know Nate picked the Bengals, and how did they do, Nate?
Well, I didn't expect fucking Burrow to get hurt early in the season, Robbie.
Even if he played, he weren't winning.
I don't know, man. Burrow.
That garbage ass defense.
No, well, the defense actually hasn't been too bad. It's just that fucking Burrow, man. When Burrow goes out, they don't really have another option.
Thank you. I had to get that shit.
Talk about your tight ends, Robbie, because I think that's going to be the biggest matchup for us. Is covering your tight ends Freiermuth, Washington, Jonnu Smith. Talk about those guys.
Well, it depends. Yinzer, no Kirby Joseph for Yinz, huh?
He's out.
He's out.
Both
I don't
are
know, man.
safety.
It depends. Every game is different. You don't know if they're gonna use Pat Freiermuth enough. Line John up in the back. That was news last night. Lining him up.
Yeah, I
As a
know.
running back.
That was a wrinkle that I was like, man, I bet they do that against the Lions.
Yeah, like I see that the Steelers are opening the offense a lot more now, which is a positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they can keep that going. This game is all about the run game. We're gonna have to keep Detroit's offense on the field a lot, on the bench a lot. You're gonna have to treat him like Peyton Manning, leave him on the bench a lot, and get that running game going. But yeah, I can see a bunch of big tight end sets, especially with Darnell Washington playing as an extra tackle. Yeah.
How you feel
Yeah,
about
they said
that?
he's 264 pounds, but he said on the podcast he's 311 pounds.
Yeah,
That's crazy. How you feel about that tush push, Robbie?
What, the one with Rogers pointing his finger?
Yeah, he just sits in the back and points his finger.
that's all he
and
does.
says,
Man. He ain't gonna get mix it up in there.
I think
No,
it's
no,
dumb
his old ass.
because he's back there and it's really 10 versus 11 because Rogers ain't doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, it's 11-on-11 because Darnell Washington gives that push to your running back.
If you had a guy like Darnell Washington,
Darnell Washington's two people.
I think the twist
I would give him the ball every time.
Listen to me. That is the equivalent of Penei Sewell being like a pass catching tight end as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is just OP as fuck.
Yeah, no, Darnell Washington.
Yeah, we got to resign him. I know that. We got to resign that dude.
Yeah, you definitely got to resign that dude.
Robbie.
I was suggesting like putting him at
And
left
he's
tackle and get rid of Rogers Jones.
And that's the
He's
thing
nimble.
about it. He's fast.
He's nimble.
He's a
nimble
fast
with
tight
his feet.
end too.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
He ran
nimble.
40 when on the combine. Robbie, talk to me about Gainwell because I really like what I've seen from Gainwell. I thought that was a big loss for the Eagles.
He's pretty much an all around back. He's like what I would call a scat back. He can receive, run. He can line up his wide receiver, run routes.
Mm-hmm.
He was I think obviously I think he should be the starting running back over Warren. I said that from like week 2.
Yeah,
Warren's good. Warren's good, but he's not he can only do like certain things. Like Gainwell can play receiver, running back. He's a scat back, what I would call him, scat back.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you really quick, man. And I know this probably is going to upset you a little bit, but I really am asking this out of curiosity. Now, if you were to lose to the Lions on Sunday, does that mean you guys are out of the playoffs?
No,
because the Ravens.
You guys got a 1-game lead over the Ravens right now. Plus they beat.
They play at the end of the year.
You see who the Ravens are playing? I'm hoping they lose the next 2 games. So say they lose the next 2 games and we lose this game and win out, we get the division.
Right.
Even though we played the Ravens last game of the season, but
Ravens still got to play the Packers. They got to go to Green Bay.
I have a question.
Yeah, but they got no Micah.
Yeah.
You got no Micah now.
Are you with possibly losing Mike Tomlin at the end of the year?
I think he's going to come back for 1 more year.
Think so? Okay. I see that.
Yeah. So ain't going to let him
I thought you were going to go on one of your tirades there.
Mike Tomlin, no. If you bring up Terry Austin, I'll probably go on a tirade.
Robbie, I think that's a good question Jay asked because I was thinking about this earlier. You're going to see a lot of coaches probably keep their job because the fact is that there's not a lot of big names out there that have a lot of experience that teams are going to take a chance on. The only one I can think is Mike McCarthy. If he wants to come back and coach again, he would probably be one of the top candidates for a head coaching job. The rest are all going to be like young guys who you don't know what they're going to be as a coach.
If Mike McCarthy can go anywhere he likes except for Pittsburgh, stay the fuck away.
Yeah, but I definitely do think that Tomlin probably will stay there because they're right in the division race. Why do you fire somebody?
A lot of head coaches could be offensive and defensive coordinators too.
It's not that Tomlin is the problem. It's that he's bad at hiring assistants. You know, he hires yes men instead of men that actually can do the job. He'll hire yes men. You know,
Well, that's the
he
problem.
if
That's a
he
coaching
gets if a coach challenges him, he won't want coaches challenging him. That's the
Well,
thing with him.
B brought up the ego with Dan Campbell. You know, Tomlin's that same way. Like you get in Tomlin's way, he's going to put you in the ground. You know,
Yep.
that's just the kind of mantra he has. So yeah, a lot of coaches either going to have to play by his rules or they're just going to have to go somewhere else. Like remember that offensive coordinator, Haley? He hated Haley because him and him always got into it because Haley's a hard ass and he's always talking mess and him and Tomlin's
Haley knew how to run the offense.
If you look at this game, I call it a mirror game because Tomlin and Dan Campbell are the same type of coach. They're both good motivators.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Both good motivators. You know?
I think with Pittsburgh, they put so much money on defense. They have the number one defense and money spent in that area. They really need to.
Defense always been the staple here in Pittsburgh.
Right.
That's how it always was. You were born, you know?
They need to innovate their offense because here's the thing. You look at the success of all these teams, the Rams, the Bears, the Lions, the Bills, the Broncos, they all have good offenses or good offensive coordinators. And that's where Pittsburgh struggles is that Tomlin is not an offensive coordinator. He's a defensive coordinator. And your offensive coordinator is kind of archaic at times. It seems like now he's kind of opening up the offense, but they definitely need to put some money into the offense because that's where it's going in the NFL.
They played with no number 2 wide receiver all year, and they wonder why DK is not getting open because he's getting that shell coverage every single game.
Point right there, yeah.
And the only way it will change from defense to offense, Rooney would have to hire an offensive guy. He'll have to get an offensive,
right.
Probably one of the young ones, like a Ben Johnson type, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is they want to be head coaches. That's the problem. So it's going to be hard to pay a guy like that.
Look at Ben Johnson. Like most fans didn't have him doing this good with the Bears.
Tell me a specific position group that has to step up this week versus the Lions in order for you guys to win.
Does it have to just be one position, or can I just do like the whole defense?
You can say the whole defense.
The whole defense got to work because you need the front seven to stop Jahmyr Gibbs. You need the secondary to stop Amon-Ra St. Brown and JMO.
With that,
and the offense has got to score points too because it looks like TJ Watt's not playing again this week.
Yeah, that's horrible. All prayers to him. But I do have to ask you a question. Patrick Queen, like that was a guy I wanted the Lions to pick up, like make a trade, do whatever they had to do to get him. I know he wanted to stay in the AFC North to play the Ravens twice a year, but does it make you nervous at all that he's probably your best defensive player outside of TJ Watt, and he kind of like plays with that Brian Branch type mentality? I mean, he goes hard every single play. He go hard. He could possibly get an unnecessary roughness call. Does it make you nervous at all?
No, because everybody knows Joey Porter Jr. He hasn't given up a touchdown all year, and he let up a passer rating of really 58 all season. Like him, Brandon Nichols, nobody talks about them too. Those are the undercover players that have been playing great all year, especially Nichols. He's been real surprising. Definitely Brandon Nichols. Daniel Ramsey, he's still learning to play the safety position, so I guess he didn't pick it up yet. He's doing good, but not good as I want him.
Who's playing the other corner?
Right now it's Joey Porter Jr. and
Samuel, right?
Asante Samuel played last night because James Pierre was injured.
Yeah, I like Asante Samuel, man. Like that guy just gets the ball. Like
I like him, man. I hope we keep him. He's for the quite short time we had him, he's playing pretty good.
He's not like Surtain though. Surtain is like his dad.
No.
Asante not so much like his dad. Asante Samuel is his
but
dad.
When he played with the Chargers, he took the ball away at a very high clip. Like, and then he got injured. He had some neck injury or something like that. He got cleared.
Derail you.
Robbie, I'll tell you one guy who scares the living bejesus out of me for y'all's team. Cam Hayward, man.
You scared of that? Oh, Cammy.
Yeah, like him in the middle, against the young guys that we have and Graham Glasgow, that guy can blow shit up.
Who's the center for you? You got Glasgow, right? Is that
Glasgow.
center?
Glasgow.
He's got,
I saw what he did. I saw what he did
Rutledge.
against the Dolphins guard. Man, he blew that guy up and got that sack on Rodgers and threw his ass down.
I thought Rutledge was playing center.
No, he's playing
Rutledge.
guard.
No, Ratledge is playing guard.
Yeah,
He's playing guard.
And Frazier is playing the other guard position. He played the other guard position this game, right? The last game.
no,
Mhm.
Cologne did.
It
Well,
was
he came
Cologne.
in. He came in with
Cologne
Cologne.
in and
They
out.
swapped him.
Oh, I think what happens is they now I'm seeing what they play. So Cologne comes in when they do.
They're trying to do that
run blocking.
remember,
when
they're
they
trying
do-
to
when
go
he goes
back
out
and
to
forth.
when he
Yeah,
well no. I think what it is, Cologne is a very good when he what do you call it, blocker? When he comes out to that comes
run
out
blocker.
run
He
not a
pulls.
run
He
no.
pulls. He can
Pull,
he's
he's a
puller.
pull block. He's
Down
a
at the
great
pull.
pull blocker. That dude is a great pull blocker.
Yeah.
One-on-one,
we know
though,
Cologne is not a good
attached.
pull blocker because he
Well,
completely
Frazier's
whiffed on
a
block.
good stand-up blocker.
Yeah.
That's good. That's why you're interchanging them depending on the play. I think.
Yeah,
you
I don't
gotta
like the
watch that,
interchanging.
too,
Just put the rookie in there and let him figure it out, man.
because Cologne is because he's a better pull blocker. That's why.
Yeah. Robbie, does Goff scare you at all? I mean, Goff has the second most touchdowns in the NFL behind Stafford.
With no TJ playing, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. But it's mainly the other playmakers he's got on defense. Amon Ross, St. Brown, Gibbs, JMO, Tesla. He can be dangerous at times too.
Yeah.
But the defense, of course, Aiden Hutchinson frightens me, and you still got Aleem McNeil still.
Yep.
Aleem McNeil,
We
yeah,
just talked
Aleem
about
McNeil.
him.
Oh, I was just talking about him, bro.
And Al-Qadim Muhammad, he's got 9 sacks along with Aiden. So, yeah. I mean,
Muhammad. What was that one? Mahogany. What's that?
he's on
Mahogany, right?
Oh, he's an opposites guy.
That's another.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that word, I always think crisis.
Roy Lopez. That's a guy
Roy Lopez, yeah.
you want to keep your
Roy
eye on.
Lopez.
Williams.
You gotta I was looking at. I was watching the Jeremy B show earlier, and DJ Reed. He was showing the poor grades that the Lions were getting. And DJ Reed had like a 35. I was like, that's shocking.
29.
I thought he was playing good for them.
Oh,
Well, he started off the season that way, and then he got hurt.
He just got back, so maybe he's still kind
Yeah.
of getting his footing,
yeah,
We'll
he's
see.
not playing good at all right now.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not getting his footing because he's going against some of the best receivers right now.
Oh yeah. To be fair,
yeah.
this is the concern too. Robbie is DK is a big body receiver, and we got small guys. Meek Robinson's 5'8" on a good day. DJ Reed's probably 6 foot or 5'9".
No, he's 5. He's 5'8", 5'9".
5'8".
He's small,
Okay, so
too.
we
Yeah,
got
he's
two
about
5'8".
5'8".
DK's like 6'5". Like
About 6. I think 6'3", 6'4.
okay, 6'3". I thought
But you got MVS is playing the slot, so he's 6'4".
Hopefully,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Meek
saying.
Robertson is
He's 6'4". I think Thielen's 6'3".
Fryer moves like 6'4", 6'3".
I mean,
Like,
that's still
but if
to
I'm-
me.
Oh,
No, that doesn't really make a difference to me because I used to play corner. I wasn't a very tall corner either. It's all about your skill set too.
what?
You could
You
be a
play
small corner.
bro?
The average height for a cornerback is 5'10".
What? You play corner?
Yeah.
But the thing is, B,
I played
when it
safety
comes
in
to,
high school.
but the thing is, B, when it comes to cornerback, when you're smaller, it's leverage. It's also about not holding. Like the Lions still have a problem of holding their receivers, like even the linebackers, and it's so frustrating because it's killing us. Like literally, like dude, stop grabbing the fucking receiver. Like
What's
geez,
Terry Orr?
like,
He injured.
Who?
yeah, he's
Terry
out for the year.
Orr didn't play. He's out for the year.
Arnold's
He's out for
injured
the
too.
season, bro. He just had surgery on the shoulder.
Yeah, dude, we're out our 2 safeties and our cornerback.
The tallest corner we have,
Probably is,
in my opinion, is one of the best turner. No, Roxon is 5'11", but Nick Whiteside is 6'1". They need to get that motherfucker in there. He needs.
He was a scratch. He was a healthy scratch. He didn't even play.
I don't understand that.
He booed.
Mollet didn't even play either.
He's also the thickest of the. Yeah, he's 200 pounds. He's also the most weightiest, 6'1", 200. So I don't know why they didn't put him in that game. This is dumb. I'm
Robbie,
tired as
Robbie, how do you attack the Lions defense?
How do you attack the Lions defense? Well, they're hurt in the secondary. You got to attack that pass defense. You got Terry Arnold, no Kirby Joseph too. Like no
Brian
disrespect,
Branch.
you know.
Yeah, Brian Branch is out.
Brian Branch, no Kirby Joseph, no Brian Branch. You got to test them. You know, you got to test the middle of the field against that defense. You know, if you were hurt so much by injuries this year, same with last year. Like when it comes to the defensive side of the ball and injuries, you guys just got no luck. You know.
It's just you know, I'm really starting to wonder, like, you know, if you talk about making any changes in the offseason, I think they got to fire their strength and conditioning coach. This is the second year in a row where we've had a huge rash of injuries, and I'm not saying all things are similar, but something's got to change because
I know
there's other teams that have better health than we do.
You got Kelvin Shepard as the DC now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said. I think the last game I watched on TV, I think that was against whoever he just played before the Rams.
Dallas.
That game. Mm-hmm. Dallas and Shepard had that D line going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Robbie, you guys are inconsistent. We're inconsistent. Like we haven't won really back-to-back games. We haven't lost back-to-back games. We've literally won one, lost one, won one, lost one, won one, lost one. You know,
yeah, Lions haven't won a back-to-back games since September.
Yeah.
Then Yinzer 14-1 after a loss.
Say that again.
After a loss,
yeah.
Yinzer 14-1 after a loss.
But you know what? What's funny? You know what's funny is like the Vikings and Packers game. Anytime you have a division game, it's always can go 50-50. It doesn't matter. You throw the records out the book because both teams know each other. They both teams know the tendencies and all that. But the Lions, whenever they won one, they went on the road and lost one. Isn't that crazy? Like they would beat the Browns and they go lose, or they beat Cincinnati and they go lose to the Eagles, or they beat the Commanders and they lose to the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy how the scheduling was this year, where like the Lions were great last year on the road, didn't lose one, and literally all our losses outside of the Packers and Vikings are all losses on the road.
And a lot of them
after remaining schedule.
John Morton was.
Who just got left on your remaining schedule?
After this game, Vikings, Bears,
and the Bears. Yep, the Bears.
Oh, good. Hopefully, it can beat the Bears. They need their ass.
Hopefully,
I hate Bear fans right now.
I think the Bears are about to get. I think they're going to get a healthy bout of shock going to them for right now. I mean, I picked the Bears against Green Bay because I think Green Bay is going to have to they're going to learn how to adjust without Micah, which is going to be a shock to them because we're going to the Super Bowl. Shut your country ass up.
Micah covered a lot of what the defense is, and now with Micah gone. Like literally, Micah has 68 pressures. Rashawn Gary has
the big impact he had on that defense.
Yeah,
with no him.
Yeah, you got Rashawn Gary who had 28 pressures all year.
In trouble without.
Plus, they lost Christian Watson again.
I
think he's injured again.
His shoulder.
Play. Yeah,
no, I think he's hurt. He ain't
playing.
Okay. That was the whole big thing. And Green Bay lost their offensive lineman too.
I met the three other fan bases. Yep. Yeah, I met Packer fans, Vikings fans, and Bears fans. I would say Bears fans are the most annoying.
Yeah.
I would say Packer fans are the most annoying.
They're really annoying.
No, they're a second. They're a second, but I think Bears.
They're first. They're first in my mind.
But Vikings fans.
They talk so much mess, and then when they lose, it's like crickets. It's like nada.
Yeah, Bears fan. I'm still mad about that Bears game. Like I'm so mad about it. I hope we play them again next year.
Yeah, that was.
I really want that game back because they barely escaped Mason Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Robbie, how are you feeling about winning the division? I mean, like you said, you got us. It's probably going to be a loss. And then you also have the Ravens the last game of the year.
Nate, I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right too.
I hope you're right.
But then you got the Ravens.
I keep receipts. I hope you're right.
Okay, that's fine. Keep receipts. And then you got the Ravens, the last game of the year, and the Ravens have always been a pain in the thorn with y'all sometimes.
No, really,
So
but
that's gonna be a good game. So how are you feeling right now about the division?
we're gonna. If it comes down to the last game, we're gonna beat the Ravens. Fuck those Ratbirds.
Who's the game you play after us again?
We got the Yins next. I think we got the Browns.
Oh, you should be
Browns
the
gonna be
Ravens.
tough.
Browns will be tough, but they'll beat the Browns.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
beat
you got 2 division games like we got 2 division games. Okay.
Yeah.
Brown fans are like Raven fans. They don't blame their quarterbacks for shit.
No, Lamar Jackson gets a lot of blame. I hear a lot of knock on Lamar Jackson, which is fair because he's getting paid a lot of money and
I like
he's
to
one of
meet
the
them Raven
stud
fans.
quarterbacks out there.
No,
Come on, Brian knows about that, man.
Lamar. Every time something happens to Lamar, it's always gifted. In other words, his ankle hurts, so yeah, Lamar's ankle hurts, so he can't do it. He can't really run like he's supposed to. That dude has been into. I'm sorry, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson aren't better to me. They might be different athletically to me than Goff, but Goff is a better passer than both of them. Sorry. That's all there is to it.
I agree. I mean,
like
I said, Goff is second in the NFL in touchdowns, and he has 2 running backs he shares a lot of those touchdowns with.
And I think
30 yards and
second or third in completions too.
Yeah.
To argue with Raven fans, man, I probably lost like a lot of brain cells over the years. I swear, man. It's like one Raven fan, like, hey, Lamar likes purple Gatorade, Josh Allen likes orange. Put them together, you got Jag off.
B, do you have the standings right now for the playoffs for the AFC?
Yeah, hold on a second. I can bring that up. It's no biggie.
Because I'm gonna say, Robbie, like if the playoffs ended today, I want to see who y'all would play. Because right now y'all are leading the division, right?
All right. So right now it's Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh all lead their divisions. The wild cards are the Chargers, Buffalo, and Houston. So you would probably be playing. You would be probably playing the Chargers.
Ooh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is 4. So the Chargers and Pittsburgh will be playing. Jacksonville and Buffalo will be playing, and Houston and the Patriots will be playing. I'm gonna tell you right now, all those wild cards would probably win that round. I don't see New England beating. I don't think New England's going to beat Houston. Buffalo's going to beat Jacksonville because I don't believe in Jacksonville. Fuck Jacksonville.
How do you feel? How do you feel if y'all played the Chargers, Robbie, today?
They already beat the
last time they came to Pittsburgh, they got smoked.
Yeah, they already beat
them. Well, that's true. That's true. They did beat them. Yeah, they did beat them. Yeah.
For some reason, when we go to LA, Steelers don't play good.
Who's got the better record right now? The Chargers, right? So you'd have to go on the road.
Chargers got the no. If we won a division,
no, they got the same rules. You're gonna host. You're gonna host the.
Yeah. Even though I think that's stupid. I think the team with the better record should be the home team. It is
stupid, man. It's not, it makes no
sense. I was never a big fan of that. I think whoever got the better record should be the home team. No matter if they won a division or not.
The Lions pushed for that in the offseason. Yeah, but they shut them down.
Yeah, because
Tomlin tried too. He voted for that.
He said, "What? The Lions made a suggestion? Fuck the Lions."
Tomlin and Dan Campbell were the only ones that voted for that. Yeah, in the offseason.
Because you got to beat it. That's all there is to it.
So I always thought that, like growing up, like I think the team with the better record should be home.
Yeah.
So, Robbie, the elephant in the room with the Steelers has always been they have a winning record in the regular season. They make the playoffs, and then they lose in the first round. Like
I'm tired of that winning record shit.
I know. If that happens again, what do you think needs to change?
The scheme. And like the Steelers play defense like it's 2008, and it don't work anymore. They still play that zone blitzing scheme. It don't work anymore. It's outdated, and that's why he gets a yes man like Terrell Austin to do it. And Tom's never going to change it. So Rudy's never going to fire Tomlin. So that's the problem right there. So the only way Tomlin leaves is we let him walk. The only way it changes is with a new coach.
Why doesn't Tomlin call the defense?
He calls the defense. He just gets Terry Austin to take the fall for it.
That's
It's
terrible.
Tomlin's defense. Like every time I watch the game, he plays the
Smart.
cover. He plays that Tampa Bay cover 2 scheme, and that's what Tomlin ran in Minnesota. That's what they ran in Tampa Bay when he was the defensive backs coach for John Gruden.
Well, we had
So,
TA for a little bit, and we had a good defense when TA was here. You know.
yeah. But my problem with TA is if you're being a little bitch and just taking orders and not saying anything, then you got to go. Get the hell out too.
Who was TA? Wasn't he defensive coordinator for
The Bengals.
No. When he was here, who was the coach for them? Wasn't it
Shorts? Was it Shorts?
Schwartz? Yeah, Schwartz is a defensive guy. He
Yeah.
did the exact same thing that Tomlin's doing. So he gave it off. That's why Terrell Austin was good here, because Schwartz was a good defensive minded coordinator. So
Right.
If anybody says that TA's calling the plays, they're lying. It's Tomlin.
Mhm.
He's the real defensive coordinator. It's just Terrell Austin's. He's just he's the front man that gets all the blame. He's the scapegoat.
Well, he's the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
If your defense sucks, you blame the defensive coordinator.
Like, come on, we were playing against the Bears. He called a cover 3 against when they were running all all streaks. They ran a cover 3 against all streaks. You might as well just tell the defensive backs to get on the bench.
They probably didn't trust Caleb to throw the ball consistently downfield, which he still struggles at times with.
Yeah, when you run a cover 3 against 4 verticals, then 4 verticals win all day. Because the cover 3, it's too spread out for the cover 4 streaks. I did my homework over the weeks. Yeah, I got nothing else to do. You know? Fuck, man, come on. Yeah, I don't play Madden either, so I do it all on my own.
There you go.
How far is Pittsburgh from Detroit?
Like what, 8 hours?
8 hours.
We're both Yinzer more Midwest, right?
Yeah.
So you also have a pretty good showing at the Ford Field.
Nah.
Detroit's actually not that far away from Pittsburgh. I don't know the exact miles, but not that far away.
Like maybe 600 miles, 650, something like that.
Well, Steelers fans always travel everywhere, and they're always everywhere. You see those yellow towels all the time.
It's different when you start talking about like Detroit. I would start kind of comparing Detroit to like Philly, San Francisco, places like that, who literally go wherever their team goes.
Yeah, next time I go to Detroit, I'm trying to go to 8 Mile.
Over there, man.
We are 4 hours away from Detroit.
Yeah,
4 hours and 34 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 292
That's a long
miles,
drive.
not 600. Jesus, 600.
I thought so.
600 to drive to Texas.
No kick, no trash cans, probably, if you go to 8 Mile.
I was in Detroit one time, and that was for the Super Bowl, but I didn't go. But I went to like the tailgate. I didn't go into the stadium.
The Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, yeah?
I remember that.
Right.
You were out there the same time I was out there. Damn, just a small world, and I didn't even know you, Dan.
The receivers coach.
I was a lot younger too.
He caught that touchdown.
I was a lot younger and skinnier too. So I was about 23 years old at the time.
Well, I mean, I was too. I wasn't 23, but I was a lot
That was,
younger than I am now.
Robbie, let me ask you a question.
You're right.
Do y'all re-sign Rodgers after the season?
Well, he did hint that he wanted to come back for one more year.
Okay, so do you re-sign him?
You know, I was not a big fan of him. I'm sure you remember this from the offseason. I wasn't a big fan of Aaron Rodgers when we signed him. Yeah, I'm still not 100% in on him, but he's like lessening the blow on how bad I don't dislike him anymore, you know? But I kind of do think he's a prick still. But another year, but him coming back for another year would be good for Will Howard, because I think Will Howard is probably going to get a shot before we draft another quarterback.
I think so.
So if you keep Rodgers and you keep Howard, does that mean you're going to be let go of MVP Mason Rudolph?
You got to go. Hey, man, sometimes
I would hope so.
The herd needs a little thinning, you know what I'm saying?
Do they really believe in Will Howard that much? Because
Yeah,
They
John
didn't seem like-
John Gruden said that he thought that Will Howard was the best quarterback in last year's draft class.
which is crazy.
Wow.
John Gruden said that. I think it was in a YouTube video somewhere.
Well, he's
I
a
don't know.
he's a
I'll
he's a
link it to
vet,
Brian if I find it.
he's a veteran guy who can, did win a championship, can play with his legs, like he can run the ball. I don't know if it was the best. I mean, maybe the most ready quarterback coming out of the draft. I would agree on that. But clearly the best was the,
Well, Cam
Nobody.
Ward's not having a good year.
I mean,
Like,
I think
Tennessee,
Cam Ward needs more help. You can't adjust. You can't say how he is until you get him some help and then protect him.
yeah, that's true. You gotta give him some wide receivers. But look at Tom Brady.
He's not playing bad. He's not playing good. He's not playing
He's
bad.
doing what he
Even
can
for the team he
without
has, right.
getting killed.
But I don't think he's gonna be a bust. I think Travis Hunter's gonna be more likely the bust at that. I don't think he's that good.
Well, I'm talking about the quarterback position.
Yeah,
though.
I personally, I think I like what I see in Shador. I think
wanted
Shador's
Shador.
got a future as a starter. I really do.
The whole offseason, the whole draft, I wanted Shador. I was hoping Stokes would draft him. But
Should've taken
I'm happy
Will
with Will Howard. I think Shador's not their type of quarterback. I think it was more likely Dion is why they never drafted him.
Mhm.
They didn't want all that. It's not because of his attitude, just because he's arrogant, flashy. I don't think he's all in about football, And plus, he was doing rap concerts the whole draft.
Robbie, do
Not
y'all
that
have,
it's bad.
Mhm. Do y'all have
All right, go
multiple
ahead.
draft picks or first-round draft picks or just one draft pick this year?
We might be losing them because Russell Wilson got benched and Justin Fields got benched, so we might be losing those picks. I think those were both conditional third rounds.
No, but I'm talking about the first round. Do y'all have multiple first-round picks or I'm not okay. I'll say somebody else.
You just got one.
Just got one.
Just one first, one second. If Russell Wilson and Fields didn't get benched, we would have 2/3.
Mhm.
Or maybe like three thirds or 1/3 and a fourth.
Yeah,
I
think Will Howard makes sense right now because if you look at the college quarterbacks that are coming out this year, a lot of the good ones are staying in college. Arch Manning already said he's going to stay.
He needs to stay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else declared that they were going to stay. A lot of the quarterbacks just going to the portal.
Sellers. I think Sellers is staying.
Oh, Sellers staying? Okay, yeah.
Sellers staying. And that was the quarterback that Steelers were sending the most scouts to was the Sellers game.
Yeah, I like Sellers.
Like Dante Moore. They sent scouts to South Carolina. That's where he's a Gamecock, right?
Yeah.
Who? Dante Moore?
No,
Sellers.
Sellers.
Oh, Sellers. Yeah.
Yeah, they were scouting him and Dante Moore. The only quarterback I would draft if he's there, if we could get him, was Dante Moore. I like him a lot.
I think he's going to stay in college,
From
but
Detroit.
it hasn't been announced yet.
From
Yeah.
Cass Tech.
Yeah, I like Dante Moore a lot.
He needs another year. He needs another year developing.
But they got him coming out. Like they got him projected to come out.
Who?
I
Dante
think
Moore?
it's 50-50.
Yeah, I think I've seen a mock draft.
He hasn't announced yet.
Dante Moore.
I seen something on NFL Network, and they had him in the top 5 quarterbacks for next year's draft.
Well,
class.
there's a lot of teams that could be looking at quarterback. The Browns, y'all, the Rams. A lot of these teams that have older quarterbacks are going to need a young quarterback. Now, in your case, you got Howard. If they like Howard, then I think they will still stick with Howard and then kick the can on next year, maybe trying to draft a quarterback.
I think they shouldn't give up on Howard because Howard played in a pro-style offense. OSU runs a pro-style offense, so
that's fair.
They could keep him.
Well,
I think if you give him a champ, he'll probably be the best Ohio State quarterback coming out since who? I don't remember an Ohio State quarterback.
Will Howard did put the Fairfield on. He put the Fairfield on, dude.
Oh hell no! Haskins wasn't.
No. Even though God rest his soul, I like Dwayne Haskins. God rest his soul.
I think he had some potential, but yeah.
I just don't
He had demons. He had demons he didn't overcome.
just don't let him face any Wolverines because you know how they like to do them.
I don't hate Wolverines. I hate every other team in that division
Maize
except
and
for
blue
Michigan.
stuff there, Jay. It's
What'd you
all
say?
right. We're all in the same game. We're on the same gang when we're in the NFL.
Right.
So
As long as you ain't Ohio State fans, we're good. I fucking hate
Nah,
Ohio State.
Ohio
I
State
hate them in college. I'll hate them in college, but when they come to the pros, I'll let my hate be
I
sustained.
still hate Ohio State.
All right, Rob. All right, Robbie, I got a question for you. In this after this season, what is your biggest need to address, whether it's free agency or draft?
Number 2 wide receiver.
Okay.
Wide receiver.
And you're right. You had Pickens, man. You had Pickens there for the taking, literally.
I think there was a lot to that they ain't giving off. I think something happened behind closed doors they ain't talking about.
He really rubbed Mike Tomlin back.
He's doing the same shit in Dallas right now. If you seen him in the last game, he got benched.
Yeah.
Like, did you notice against the Vikings he wasn't playing at the beginning of the game?
I didn't know that. I didn't watch.
He wasn't. He didn't. That's because he didn't. Pickens has got to have somebody with him that's either on his same level or higher for him to be playing. I noticed this because when CeeDee Lamb went out of that Lions game for the rest of the game, Pickens was like, I don't know what to do. He doesn't know how to be a number 1 receiver. He can only be a number 2. And when he has to be put in that role, he sucks.
But he wants to get paid like a number 1 receiver.
Leadership role. Right. You ain't getting paid like a number 1 receiver.
That dude he gotta have like a mental illness. He needs to go like get that checked out or something. You know what? Maybe eat some edibles before the game. What are you
going to do with Roman Wilson, though? They invested a draft pick on Roman Wilson. What's going on with that?
They clearly don't like him because they got MVS.
Well, I heard he's in the doghouse. They didn't say for what particular reason. He's inactive.
Did you say he's?
I guess he had. I don't know. I guess Arthur Smith don't like him. And Arthur Smith, he got his little buddies. We traded Minka to get Jonnu Smith for him. I didn't like that trade at all. I'm still mad that Minka's gone. I miss Minka.
Yeah,
I'm kind of hoping the Dolphins let him walk and he comes back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. All right, Robbie. Well, we got a couple more minutes here. We're gonna go ahead and get to predictions, game predictions, and bold takes. So we'll start with you. Give us your game prediction and give us your bold take.
I don't have no bold take, but I'll give you a prediction. If the Steelers win, it's going to be close. It's going to be a close game if we win. The closer the game is, the more it favors the Steelers. So I'm gonna go a close one, 27-24 Steelers.
Okay, give me one bold take, Robbie. It doesn't fucking matter. Just give me something.
Bold take?
Yeah.
Something
out of this world.
Besides that, the Steelers are going to win because you already.
A bold take could be Rodgers runs for an 80-yard touchdown. That's a bold take.
Something like
that. Come on, man. You can't do that in Madden.
He'll probably trip on his own feet.
Bold take. Darnell Washington catches the ball and drags the whole line of defense 80 yards for the touchdown.
There you go. Shit, I could see that happen. That could be like a Marshawn Lynch play.
Yeah, that's really not far-fetched to tell you the truth.
You see how big that dude is? Like, I'm scared.
And the way we miss and the way we tackle sometimes, I could see
I went to training camp and this dude was like,
he's got to actually be dragging people though. That's the point.
Yeah, he's a house.
If they're not tackling him, then he ain't dragging nobody.
Oh my God, man! Like you take your toe until you sit next until he walks past you.
Well, that dude is a beast, dude. I wish we had him. He'd be great. He'd be
like another lineman. All right, B. Yeah. What's your score prediction and bold take?
What are we favored by in this game?
7.
7? 7?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're predicted to get killed.
Because the Lions always do well. They don't lose back-to-back
7
games.
is 7 is respectable. I can't see them going past that much. I can see them covering the 7. But I don't see it better than that. I think the Lions will win by 7. Something like because I think the offenses are going to come to play this game. To tell you the truth, Robbie, I think Rodgers is going to be like, "Oh, this is familiar territory. I've been here before." Yeah. and his daddy ain't there, and his daddy ain't there, so he ain't got to worry about throwing to his daddy all the time, which is Kirby, by the way. So I think that he'll have an old man moment. and reminiscing. I think the Lions will win like 35-28, 34-27, something like that.
All right, bold take.
Yeah, you're giving like
Oh.
real good, being generous there, huh?
Yeah, I'm serious. I think the offenses are going to be, the defenses are just not as good as we want them to be. Bold take. I think that in this game, the defense has a pick six. I'm not telling you who it is because I don't even know.
The Legion of Doom.
Whoever the hell is out there.
Well, if you throw it over 5'8", like high above 5'8", then I don't gotta worry about them getting good.
Just like Stafford tried it too.
There you go. All right.
Oh, that was sweet though. That was sweet by Aiden though. That pick six he had, that was sweet.
Oh, that was. We didn't talk about that yet because we're so pissed off at the loss, but that was a hell of a play.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. Give me.
I thought you were gonna pull it out.
Yeah.
All right, I think the Lions win 30-14. They win by 16.
Wow.
Legends, the Steelers. Yeah. Sorry, I just don't really think the Steelers are all that.
Oh, I don't expect you to pick the Steelers. Just don't apologize.
But I think the
It
Lions.
wasn't that. It's about how much it was. That's what.
Like,
Everything that's going on with their backs against the wall, because if the Lions lose, I mean, face it, they're going to be out of the playoffs.
It's over.
come on, you want to say 50-10, don't you, Jay?
No. I really think it'd be like realistically like a
Not with
Go
the
ahead.
secondary we have. Are you kidding me? Come on.
type game. I think the Lions are under wraps. They handle them pretty well, and I think bold take. I'm going to say the defense get 6 sacks in total.
Ooh, I like that.
Get to
How
the
many
area.
did he get? How many did he get?
Damn.
6 sacks.
Damn.
I really,
You know,
That's a bold take. That's a bold take.
You know, still his O-line ain't weak anymore, right?
I mean, if Rodgers can't find his man, if Rodgers can't find his man, he's gonna get sacked.
We got Panay Soul's brother at the right tackle. We got Troy Fontanu.
So, but yeah, that's my bold taking prediction.
That is his name, right? Panay? Is it Panay Soul?
Yeah, it's Panay Sewell.
Yeah, Panay Sewell.
All right, Robbie. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Robbie.
Always good to see you.
Man.
Good luck this week, and I'll give mine real quick.
My God, Robbie.
Lions 40-27. Bold take will be that the oh crap! I lost my track of thought. Shit.
That happens in old age.
I know. You have a long show.
You
Shit, what
have
was my
you get your thought there, huh? You getting old?
Probably. Shit, I don't even know.
Just good luck on your Dorn. Just good luck on your Packers. That's all I got to say to you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
good
we'll
luck to the
take.
Packers, man. Let's just hope they stay healthy because y'all are banged up, bro. Mr.
Bad.
Dorn.
Bold take is Goff has 4 touchdowns. There you go.
4 touchdowns? God.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Didn't
far
you have
fetched.
3 against the Rams though?
He's had 5. He's had 5 before.
God damn.
That's definitely.
Well, I mean, that's a lot for him
I
because
would've-
you know how much our running backs like to get touchdowns too. So
Fuck it. I'm gonna have a bold take. Kenneth Gainwell, 200 yards rushing.
holy hell, that's a bold take.
You said bold. I'm going.
I'm not saying that's a bold
I
take.
can
That's
dig
a
it,
bold
bro.
take.
Not as bold as Jay, 6 sacks.
If you ain't first, you're last. I'm just joking.
All right. All right, Robbie. Well, take care. Thank you. Appreciate it, Robbie.
All right, brother.
Just have a good night.
Hey, you too, Robbie.
You
Take it
too,
easy, man.
All right, Liz. Sing this one.
What's up? I know, right?
Hey, you got to adjust your
mic's a little high,
microphone or something. Yeah, it's like all gurgly.
Yeah, it's a little high.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I don't know if I
I thought you had a sound check earlier, woman. What happened?
I did.
You sound like an alien.
Right.
Yeah.
I am here to this planet.
Mr.
Might be
Roboto.
your-
Is this okay? It's okay.
A little bit better, but you still sound like Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, just go for it.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Sorry about that. All right. Well, hopefully I adjusted it again. Anyways, what's up, Houston? The season is almost over. I'm getting kind of sad because I don't even know if I think Oh, that's right. Watch NBA. Go Spurs. Texans are here coming into week 16. And the Texans are not who they were in September, October, or November. We started the season with 0-3. Folks was side talking sideways and already writing obituaries for the Texans. But let's fast forward to now, December. We're number 1 defense, number 2 in AFC South, 6 straight dubs, 9-5 record, and the percentage for today that I read was 95% making the playoffs. Maybe that is called there is Toros in the atmosphere. I am so excited because this past Sunday the Texans handled Arizona 40-20. It really wasn't even that close. CJ Stroud came out slinging like Brooklyn's do. It was 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, cool as a fan, and it's a Texas thing. Second play of the game was 57-yard bomb, Nico Collins. Defense is crazy good. Still looking for their mouthpiece. The other team is still looking for their mouthpieces, and it was already 7-0 Texans. Next thing you know, the Cardinals fumble the kickoff. Texans scoop it up even when the offense stalled. Mr. Fairbear got this 10-0 before Arizona knew what even hit them. Houston jumped out at 17-0. From there, it was all grown man football. Mr. Ryan got these boys in. On that one game at a time, goes to the Grindstone type. It's amazing. Man didn't even know it was 6 wins in a row. That's how you know the culture is real. So let's talk about Nico Collins. 3 catches, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, and another 1,000-yard season. Coach Ryan said that's a big playmaker. He's unstoppable. I ain't arguing with that. Defense showed out. Lassiter said today, sir, picked Brissett off in the end zone, then hit a backflip just to let him know it was personal. Texans crashed back in. Schultz found Pater, and the route was officially on. Now Arizona fought a little. As you can see, we are amazing. I'm just kidding, but we are amazing. So my stud of the week, drum roll please, is Nico Collins, baby. He's making a statement. Every route, he's violent. Every catch, he's confident. And every time the ball is in the air, you already know who it belongs to. That's the kind of player who changes games and sets the tone. Certified stud, no debate. So, here we are, mid-December, week 16. Who's next? It's the Raiders coming to NRG. They have a 2-12 record. They are 4th in the AFC West. All I know is NRG is going to be rocking. And I'm not watching this from the couch. I will be in the effing building. 7-3 ain't ready for me. I'll be with all the noise, smelling the turf, and witnessing this playoff push-up close and personal. Vegas thinks they're coming to town for a welcome. Take that back to Vegas. This is Houston turf. We Texans defend the crib. All the Texans need to do, all they need to do is go, no business, no mercy, no playing down. Jump on the early, control the line of the scrimmage, and make them one-dimensional. Put pressure on the QB. Force the mistakes. Turn short fields into points. On offense, we have been getting a little better. Feed the playmakers. Protect the ball and finish drives. No settling. Lions, you got these boys locked for sure. But this isn't about hype. They need to stay focused, disciplined, and dominions. Good teams beat bad teams. Great teams bury them. So, my bold prediction is belt to ass, Texans 50, Raiders 3. And one player that is going to show out.
She's going out for all of it. Look at it.
My player is going to be Stroud, throws 5 touchdowns, no picks, and has the game wrapped up by the 3rd quarter. Yeah,
Okay.
my bold prediction. What about your guys?
Yeah, you forgot the very most important person in that game last week.
Ooh.
He didn't score a touchdown, and they just added him to the play roster.
Yes,
Jordan.
Mr. Jordan.
15 carries for 101 yards, for 6.7 yards per carry. That dude was killing them.
No, he wasn't. He was like a special shout out to him. Yeah, it was his debate. Like it was his first game. They took him off the practice and put him on the team. So hey, that's awesome. I'm excited to see him more.
Yeah,
the Texans are picking out
They sure are. I would hate to be able whoever
has to face them in the playoffs.
Oh man.
Let their offense get better than it is right now. Oh, they're going to Super Bowl. If they can even plays, 50%, if they make 25% better than they're playing right now with that defense. Oh, they're going to Super Bowl because there's not going to be nobody's going to stop the defense. Who's going to stop the defense?
It's defense over offense all day.
Buffalo showed they couldn't do anything about it.
Lose. I need the Jags because we're number 2, so I need them Jags to lose. We have Raiders this Sunday, and then we go to Chargers. So we'll see how we do.
Yeah.
Like I said, at the end of the day, at those Jags. For that, if you're listening, Jags, we're going for that number 1 spot. Just so you know.
Texas is still number 1 in defense.
Yeah, we are still number 1 in defense. Heck yeah. Shit.
There you go.
But, I mean, you said we're
my favorite saying. My favorite saying, Liz, right? It's my favorite saying. It's not how you start, it's how you work.
Oh, it's how you finish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like the opposite of what the Lions are doing. You start off good and then taking a nosedive.
Yeah, on pace, they're on pace to probably have the third seed, I think. I would imagine.
Get off my account. Get your own account, brother. Dang. And hi.
What's up, bro?
He's crazy.
You a Cowboy fan now?
He has my account on his laptop. I'm like, dude, get your own stuff. It's so funny. He's always checking up on
He's a Cowboy fan?
Yeah, he is a Cowboy fan.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all
so sorry.
My sister's 49ers, my his Raiders, who I am taking to the game. And then my brothers are Cowboys, and then my nephew, he does like the Lions, but he wouldn't say that to anybody. He just told me.
Well, maybe about 5 years ago he wouldn't say that.
He likes the colors. So.
Tell him embrace it.
He's one of those fans. Oh yeah, they look good. I like their
colors. He's young. He doesn't know football. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Liz. Good luck.
Thank you guys for having me.
Sunday. Have fun at the game.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do content from the game, Jay. So I'll send it to you.
All right.
There you go.
Please like and subscribe to the show. Thank you, Robbie, for coming on. Thank you for all the people that commented or listened to the show. As always, if you hate us, you ain't us. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yep.
And y'all have yourself a good evening. Peace.
Bye, Detroit.
Lions, go Texans.